I'm from it. We're going to get into Appalachian in a little while.
Appalachian? Appalachia?
Appalachian.
What's that? What's
Appalachian Mountains, the yeehaw stuff down south.
What kind of stuff did you guys do?
What kind of stuff
If
did you guys do?
Yeehaw stuff, what did you guys do?
Appalachian, New York is a
New York. Okay.
very small farm town in upstate New York. Still has a red light at the end of it where it meets 434.
Okay.
Has a post office and a fire station.
Okay.
And known for a very important large Mafia bus in 1957. There's
Mafia bus?
There's actually a paperback and a movie about Appalachian.
What's the movie or paperback?
Appalachian.
It's just called Appalachian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it's all about the mom?
It's a huge bust.
Look at it. On this day in 1957, the FBI finally had to admit that the Mafia existed.
They were all gathered in a farmhouse, the leaders of the main mob families, and they were basically working out jurisdictions, properties.
I think I was researching some stuff one time, and I stumbled across this meeting happened after a failed meeting in Cleveland because the Cleveland family fucked up the meeting, and they got mad. So like, fuck it, we're doing it in New York.
Yep, they did it, and so the two sheriffs just saw these black Cadillacs and Lincolns going up to this farmhouse, and I think if memory serves me right, they kind of fucked up and all panicked and ran into the woods. In fact, no, they did do that. But if they would have said, "Hey, we're just hanging out,"
Right.
What are you going to prove? But they all bailed, and they ran into that. If I remember right, they're coming out of the woods near where my grandma's house was. That was a dirt road back then, and I could take you there. The house is on top of a little hill behind the area where we have our firemen's field days every year. Yeah.
State troopers noticed all the fancy cars parked in Barbara's driveway and started taking down license plate numbers. Some have suggested that how hard back then in '57 you get a license plate number. What is it, like a week until you find out whose fucking car it is? You know what I mean? It suggests that one of the Genovese rivals tipped the cops in hopes of spoiling Genovese's crown ceremony. Oh, God. The assembled mafioso noticed this and began to panic. Some fled into the woods, some hid in the basement. Others ran to their cars and tried to drive away. The troopers caught about 60 of them. When questioned, many insisted they were there for a barbecue.
Yes.
They had just come to visit their good friend Joe Barbara, who was recovering from a heart attack. When all was said and done, the troopers had apprehended mafia leaders from New York, New Jersey, Tampa, Los Angeles, Cleveland, Dallas, Pittsburgh,
it was a big meeting.
and other locations. But isn't that funny? Like, what did they bust them for? Just being there?
I don't know.
Were they all wanted already? They just...
Well, I think the paperwork laying on the inside was showing dividing up territories.
Oh,
and
boy.
it was one of the first times that the FBI had proof.
Hold up. Look at this. The whole thing made national news and finally forced the FBI to acknowledge that organized crime was a matter worthy of notice. Some believe that J. Edgar Hoover's reluctance to acknowledge the mob's existence can be ascribed to the mafia somehow acquiring photographs of Hoover in drag and using those to blackmail him into leaving the mafia alone. There is no evidence to suggest that this is true. That was always the rumor that but that would be the rumor if there was a guy that ran the FBI. Like, what dark secrets does he have? You know, if he's like holding the secrets of everyone.
What's his secret?
What's his secret? Probably you'd have to have secrets. You'd probably go crazy if you didn't.
Yeah.
You know, like you're the one who keeps the secrets. You'd probably do the weirdest shit. So
Possible.
So almost automatically you would think that he would wear drag.
Yeah,
right?
That's where my brain goes.
That's where my brain would go. Like he's doing some freak shit.
He's doing some, quote, freak shit.
Freak shit.
Freak
and
shit.
You know, if you are more, dark-minded, you would think even horrible things. They're doing horrible things. That's always the worry that people have about, like, the elites. Like, what are they doing? Like, the skull and bones and, like, what kind of fucking rituals? Of Bohemian Grove.
Freak-ass shit are they doing?
What freak shit are you doing? You know?
And getting away with.
Yeah, when you're on a $500 million yacht every weekend and you're just fucking balling all over the world, hanging out with your other balling all over the world buddies, doing freak shit.
Yep.
Staying in the club together. Hunting people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Freaky.
Freaky.